Just Between Two Men, recited by Henry Ortega. Is it true, my son? Are you seriously considering that the time has come for you to take leave of your humble home? Well, all right then. So, where do you plan to go? So that, as yet, you felt no need to inform your humble parents. Headed down south, huh? Ah, I see. Please don't drop your head like that when someone speaks to you, my son. That kind of tells the whole world that the body has not even the smallest measure of self confidence in what the mind is proposing. I've not concluded as yet that I might deny you the comfort of my blessing. Truth be told, my friend, to me, the idea doesn't sound half bad. On the contrary, nowhere is it written that a good Christian man must exist like the great oak, forever providing shade to the very same portion of earth, as if that were his total allotment. As you grow in years and wisdom, my son, you will realize that birthdays and the stars have one powerful thing in common. For not if, but when you find yourself on a long journey through the darkest of night, the greater each in their number, the safer your path shall be. As a father, I understand that 15 years are clearly inadequate to prepare you when it's time for you to conquer your destiny in this world. But as a man, I understand that a man is not defined solely by the number of years he has roamed this good earth. I too felt alone in the world at a young, tender age. I reacted like you when I was about 10. Other kids called me useless and scorned me because they knew that my father was not going to show up, although I swore that he would. And then my mother, she was not at work, was steadily cross and cussed at me. Sometimes out of frustration, she even beat me when once again I got myself in some kind of trouble. You see, my son, unlike you, I was abused and abandoned. In stark contrast, you are abandoned us. I think you would agree that there is a distinct difference between the two. Do you have enough money for your journey? How much is not much? 150? That's not near enough, my dear friend, considering that your stomach will not understand that you will have to hit the very bottom of rock bottom long before you capture even the scent of what you think is your awaiting fortune. Here, take a few hundred more to at least hold hunger at bay along the way. And will you be going well dressed like that? Those fancy pants, Playboy shirts, silk handkerchief? Oh no, my young confused little bro. That may work at times with the hoes at the dance pole hall. Surely there they will admire for a minute a well dressed fellow who just might be able to make it rain on the stage. But I think you will be frequenting a workplace where, if I'm not mistaken, decent folks dress in somewhat more functional and humble attire. Go on, go put on your tattered jeans and don't even try to front like Diddy do, for when you cross paths with the homeless out doing their daily begging, their torn and soiled clothes will speak more truth than any words I can ever say to you. Oh, and from now on, my dear son, please try to swallow your pride, and before you rebelliously contradict anyone, it might be best to just try and make a friend. Although I see that to you, I am as expendable as a worn out old shoe. But you will find that in this world, not all of your colleagues and mentors will be like me. If it happens, that some time passes before you think to return? Give me your word, son, that you will at least write to us from time to time. I don't ask this from me. At the end of the day, us men are somewhat stronger to withstand this type of pain and sacrifice. I pray you do this in the name of and for the sake of your mother. You must always remember that the love she feels for you will burn fierce within her precious heart until her dying day. Does she know that you are leaving? Aha, uh-huh. You have yet to tell her. Well, better for now that she suspect nothing. I will see if I can invent some kind of reason to explain your absence, because we both know that she will never believe that you would leave us merely for the nomadic pleasure of an endless road trip. You must lie too when you write, deep though it pains me that her very own son would deceive her. But God only knows very well what could happen with her condition if we choose to not lie. Well, all right, I'm done. I shall not delay you any further. Go on and give it your best shot. Just don't torture yourself when you find that you haven't acquired your fortune quite as quickly as you thought you would. If by chance, in your reverie, you ever reminisce upon your legacy here, with some thoughts of a possible return, think, think clearly and remember, my son, that even wild animals understand enough about the world so as to not forget where once they had lived. And if that moment arrives, when you return to this place someday, today I want you to understand that this spot is now and shall always remain your castle, awaiting your return. Although, upon your return, as you enter, you may find that it has become empty. The years pass so quickly for us now that we are old, after so much hard work and the pain of life's many struggles. Quickly, go now. Go, kiss your mama. Kiss your mama, and don't forget that you have to create a credible story regarding your travels. She must not find out that you cherish anything out there over and above the great love she has for you. Lie to her, but only in such a way that it will not be hurtful. It's just that God knows how she would suffer if we do not lie. But tell me, boy, just exactly where is it that you intend to go? Your mother's health is right up on the edge of disaster already. He fumbles with his kickstand and he releases the throttle, almost losing his grip as he dismounts his beloved bike. And I see that he is holding back tears. I ask timidly, "Why do you dismount?" He is crying. "What is that you say? That you reconsidered? That you have changed your mind? That I am to ignore all that you have said? And that I am to forget that this has ever happened? Because," he says, "that it's just not true. He is not yet a man." "Bullshit," I say forcefully. "My beloved son, you cannot be any further from the truth. You have become and are now most undoubtedly a strong, true man. If you would have abandoned your loving family for no cause, you would maybe have never rebounded to become one. From this day forward, the world shall know that two strong, good men, now proudly together, will protect this castle. And although we never snibble, at times like this, we may weep and cry like newborn babies."